I generally stayed consistent with gym for so long. I was going every day. I was actually going. Like, I wasn't missing sessions anymore. I wasn't not going. I was going to the gym. The thing was, I had no progress. I looked in the mirror. I just looked at my body and I looked the same. I was still the skinny guy that I was before. And it felt so discouraging. So like, why am I here? What's the point of even trying with the gym? I'm making no progress. I'm making no muscle. I may as well just stay at home. I may as well play Xbox with my friends. I was making all these sacrifices to the gym, but I was making no muscle. And it was so annoying. I remember just benching and I was doing these like lighter weights, like doing the like 5 kgs of the really like smaller ones. And I would do those and I felt like I was doing those every week. I'd do them and I'd move them. I'd feel so weak because I'd see these people doing massive 50 kg dumbbells, you know, doing bench press and whatnot. And I'm doing these fives. It felt so discouraging. I felt so weak. And I was like, I just like I seem like I'm not built for it. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's my genetics. Maybe it's just like who I am as a person. I can't build the muscle. There's something wrong with me. But none of this was true. None of this was actually the reason why I couldn't make muscle. But I believed it. This was the thing I kept telling myself. I kept saying after every set, like, oh, there's something wrong with me. There's a reason I can't make this muscle. I can't make progress. But truth be told, I never committed. I never gave 100% effort into anything before. As I was doing school, I tried sports before. I've done loads of things, but I've never committed. I've never like given every last breath I could. I've never like tried as hard as I physically could. And me never committing, it just meant like nothing ever happened. Nothing ever worked well. Is if you don't commit, you're not going to see like true results, true progress. As I'd go to the gym and I'd sort of half-ass it. I knew I was meant to go to failure. I knew I was meant to train as hard as I could. But I'd just lift. I'd lift until like my back was a bit sore. And then I'd put the weight down. I'd do bench press until I could feel it in my shoulders, until I could feel the burn. And that's when I'd quit. But there's a famous quote Muhammad Ali said. He said he only starts counting when it hurts. And that's like a mentality you got to have in a way. You got to actually push yourself. You got to actually commit and generally try as hard as you can. As I've never tried as hard as I can in anything before I started the gym. As I just had this like all or nothing mentality, and I never went all in. I never tried fully because I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to mess up. So I never tried. I never put effort into anything. And I acted like I didn't care. I acted like I didn't want to achieve these things. But when you try, it goes so well. As I committed, I can't recall like a day where I like said, okay, I'm fully committed now. This is the day I'm going to do it. But it was like this, just through like watching social media, through being on TikTok on my phone, and I saw all these people in good shape. I saw my friends doing well. Actually, I was doing bench press with my friends and I saw people stronger than me. I saw them do better than me. And that's when I committed. I can remember it now. Like, I saw them do 90 kg or something when I was nowhere near that yet. And I was like, yeah, I've got to catch them. I've got to get stronger than them. I've got to beat them. So on that day, like that time, I committed. I generally went for it. And that's from that point, I've committed and I've tried as hard as I could. As I don't remember missing many sessions at all back then. And I don't remember like half-assing it. As I would go to the gym every day when I didn't want to. I remember going there, it was like pouring down with rain. Like the place is gonna flood. There was so much rain there. And I was on my bike, a coat, and I just biked to the gym. I remember getting in the gym being like drenched. Like I had a coat, but it was seeping through the coat and I was so wet. But I felt so good, I can't lie. Because I knew I was disciplined, I was committed at that point. I was generally trying my hardest. As I wasn't missing sessions, I was going after school. I was going like before work. I was always making time and I was always committing. But it's not like the day I committed, I made all the muscle. I got big and I got muscular. Instead, it took time. It took so many sessions of like perseverance and going when I don't want to go. And months, I don't know when I saw the progress, but when I saw the progress, that's when you get more motivated and you're happy to go and you want to commit even more. You want to give 110%. But it's that first initial like 2-week period to like a couple months. That period there, you've got to commit for. You just got to try 100%, as you won't see results, you won't see nothing, but you still got to go for it, as you will see results later on. And I don't mean just committing in the gym. I mean like committing with your sleep, because if you get optimal sleep, if you get your good 8 hours, you know, you build more muscle. If you eat good foods, if you eat healthy foods that have the right nutrients in, you build more muscle. If you train with the right intensity, if you train like pushing yourself, you build more muscle. If you look at your form, if you like try to work out how to have the best form, work out the best exercises that you can do, that you enjoy, you build more muscle. So committing's not just turning up to the gym and just like pushing a bit away. Committing's committing in every area of your life. Like not just going to the gym, sleeping well, eating good food. This commitment, it's just impossible not to make progress. As if you go every day, if you do all these things, you sleep good, you eat good, you train good, you have good form, you're making muscle. Like it's an equation where like it's impossible not to make muscle when you're doing all the right things. It's physically impossible. So you just have to commit. You just have to give 100%. As we know, if you do everything right, you'll get the muscle and you'll get in shape. So why not just commit? Why not just go as hard as you can? Just push like your limits, to go try as hard as you can and just build that muscle. As there's a breaking point, there's a point where I think I remember it for myself. It was the summer holidays. It was the first summer holidays I had after I started going gym. So I started the gym in March and then July. So March, April, May, June. So about 4 or 5 months in the gym or something like that. That's when the gym wasn't like hard for me to go anymore. It didn't take a lot of discipline and a lot of effort to go each day. Instead, I was pretty happy to go. It was my routine. It was my habit. Don't get me wrong. There were days where I was like, I had plans. I wanted to go see a girl or something, and I did miss the gym. I did ditch the gym for that girl. But most of the time, I went gym and I was just disciplined with it. As if I had a spare like time, if I had a spare 2 hours, yeah, I'm going gym. It wasn't even a thought process. It was always, I'm going gym. So really, you have to commit. You have to give 100% for those first 4 months. Not even that, 4 months at most. Until you build the habit, until you build for like, you see the progress and you build like this character inside yourself. Like you become the guy that goes to the gym. And that takes a bit of time to do. But if you commit 100%, until that time, there'll be a breaking point where you just go gym consistently, where you start to see progress, where you start to lift heavier weights, where you start to get closer to your goals. But you have to commit 100%. You have to give everything you can. Have you ever really committed before? If you haven't, this could be the time to do it. As you don't even know what you're capable of. You don't even know your potential. As committing 100% to something is, you become a new person. You want to look something new about yourself. So please, I urge you to commit. Just set a goal. 100 kg bench press, maybe 180 kg deadlift, a squat of 150 kg. Like this goal, it could be to get to a certain body weight, to run a certain distance, to set a measurable metric goal. Don't set a goal on like how you look, as you could have body dysmorphia. You could look in the mirror and never feel happy with how you look. But if you set a goal of 100 kg, you know when you've hit that goal. You know when you've benched 100 kg. Versus if you set a goal to look like Alex Eubank, you don't really ever know when you hit that goal. Is you look in the mirror and sometimes you just look at yourself differently and you don't feel like you look like him, but you could be looking like him. So set a metric, set a real goal, or to go to be consistent with the gym for 100 days, to not miss a session, to miss only 5 sessions this year. Set a goal like that, something reasonable, but something you can do. And with this goal, you commit 100% to it, and you can do it. You can 100% make it, but you have to commit 100%. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. Comment what your goal is as well. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.